is that God is able. Yeah, it looks bleak, it looks dark, but God is able. They telling me I got this and I got that, but God is able. They say I'm going to get laid off on my job, but God is able. He is able. Hey. Woo. Don't care what it look like. I'm not falling back in that this year. You know, one thing about it, people of God, last year was a trying year. If you're a saint, and even probably if you're not, it still was a trying year. And the thing is, you know, I was telling this, and I keep telling it because God has taught me so much about what he took me through last year. And coming into because I was like everybody else, I was looking forward to 2007. But you know, sometimes we talk about it and we know that the devil don't like us. But sometimes I don't think we're really ready for the ferociousness of the enemy. Did y'all know the devil is ferocious, y'all? And the devil is not trying to stop you. The devil's trying to kill you. And it was the day of my pastor's anniversary at the closing of 2006. And I was on my way to the store, and I heard the Holy Ghost say, the devil has sent a spirit of assassination after you. And he told me, he said, look in your rearview mirror. And there was a car. The people said it was driving like about 70 to 80 miles an hour down 105th and Vincennes. And you know what? It was so far back, I was able to just watch the car. And I had presence of mind to move. But if I had moved, I would have hit somebody. And I know y'all ain't going to like this. But at some point in our sanctified life, you're going to have to take a hit. I know y'all don't. See how quiet y'all get? I know y'all said, no, you don't. No, you don't. Why do you think the Bible told us to put on, come on, somebody, put on the whole armor of God? Because some point, baby, you're going to have to take a hit. But there's something about when you're clothed in the armor of God. Don't matter what the devil does. God will protect you. And that man hit me so hard, knocked me down into another car. And the bottom line is, you know, I really did love my BMW. I like that BMW. But it smashed my BMW in between the two cars, totaled my BMW. And I was sitting in my car, and I guess it was because I was hit so hard, I felt myself going out. But I heard the Holy Ghost say, stay alert. It was like somebody sitting beside me. Stay alert. And then the Holy Ghost said, get out the car. And I got out the car, and I leaned on my car. I said, God, what is it? What you trying to tell me? He said, you just declared to the devil, after him trying to kill you, that you're still standing. And see, that's what you've got to do. I don't care what you're going through. You need to come out still standing. Let the devil not take your best shot. But when the smoke clears, I'm going to still be standing. Yeah, it towed up my car. They took me to the hospital, but I done had no broken bones. But I was off work for 3 months. And it was about the third week after I was off work. And I remember sitting in my computer room. And I told God, I said, God, I try to give you the best life I have. I said, I'm not questioning you. I said, but I really don't understand this. And that's how I'm talking. But the Lord addressed me and said, get up and go get you a car. I said, but God, I'm not working. Y'all looking at me, that's what I said. He said, go get you a car, go get you a new car. So I called my brothers up. I said, I need y'all to take me to get me a car. And one brother is a pastor, the other is an elder. And the Sopranos don't have nothing on my brothers. They walked me into that car place. They raked them men over so. All I had to do was just sit there. And when they got through, my brother said, what you want? I said, well, I want a BMW. I said, I want another one. I like that car. So they told me, they said, well, he said, look at the 2007s. And I'm thinking, well, I wasn't thinking that far. But I said, that sounds good. 2007. And we went on, and they was trying to play games. And, you know, I never had to open my, see, God will let people talk for you. Y'all looking at me. He'll let people talk for you. And I sat there, didn't have to say a word. And then the bottom line, the man said, well, how much money you going to put down? I said, nothing. He said, excuse me? I said, nothing. My brother said, she said nothing. Now go write up the contract. He said, sir, I can't do that. He said, yes, you can. Go get your boss. And they went back. They came back. They said, Miss Chancellor, you don't want to put nothing down. I said, no, I don't want to put nothing down. And so they came back, and they began to, he said, well, we was going to put in the floor mats, but we're not going to be able to do that all that. My brother said, you're going to put everything in this car that go in the car. He said, give her all her floor mats and everything else. And the man was trying to get me into another car. My brother said, you know what, that's all right, let's go. And I'm looking at my brother like, I ain't asked to go. And the man said, wait a minute, sir. Wait a minute, we can work with her. Just give me a minute. When they came back, I don't know what kind of calculations they did, but when they came back, I had put money down on my other car, and that was a 2000. When they came back without me putting money down, my car note was lower. And I'm looking at the man like, I wonder, did he add that up right? But you know what? God can bless you so. If you don't watch it, you start y'all looking at me. You start second guessing. I told him, and I said, that's my car note? He said, is it too high? I said, you going to bring it down some more? He said, yeah. It almost scared me, y'all. You're looking at me. But I drove out of there in a 2007 black BMW with no money down. So I'm just trying to tell you. You said, well, you're trying to promote yourself. No, I'm promoting the power of God. I'm promoting what God will do if you just stay faithful to him. And then they told me on my job, they said, look, you've all your time, all your sick time. They said, we got to take you off the payroll. You know, I told them, I said, I understand that, no problem. And so near time to get paid, you know, my money goes by direct deposit. And they send you your little direct deposit slip. Well, I got one. And I called my supervisor. I said, Miss Brookins, am I off the payroll? She said, yeah, you off the payroll, Cherita. I said, okay. She said, why? I said, well, you know, I received that little slip. And don't that mean that they're going to put my money in the bank? She said, well, Cherita, no. And then she said, you know what, Cherita? With you, I don't know. Because I've been witnessing to my supervisor. Hello, somebody. She said, let me know what happened. And 2 days later, I said, call her back. I said, Miss Brookins. She said, don't tell me they paid you. I said, they paid me. The state of Illinois. And I got happy about that. But then 2 weeks later, I got another slip. I called her again. I said, Miss Brookins, are you sure I'm off the payroll? She said, Cherita, I double checked. You are off the payroll, and don't tell me you got another slip. I said, well, I got another slip. 2 days later, they paid me again. I called her back. I said, you know what? I said, I think I want them to pay me another time, just so that we know God is real. She said, Cherita, that can't happen. You are off the payroll. I said, well, you told me that in the beginning. But since you told me that, I done got 2 checks. Came near time, she called me. Cherita, did you get paid? I said, girl, I got paid. She said, I don't believe it. But how many know God, hello, state of Illinois probably don't know why they paid me. But honey, it's something that we got. Go back to that time pan again. He will rebuke the devourer. Come on. And that's why I know God is going to have us walking into that realm of faith. And I thought that was something that I went through, but my body was still healing from the accident. And in February, my mother had they call it an aortic aneurysm. And she had to go into the hospital. And it went fine. There was no problems. As a matter of fact, she was getting ready to get discharged. And we was there around the clock. But this one day, we were all delayed getting there. I had to work, and I don't know what happened with my brothers. But when we got there, they had did some kind of, they had given her a colonostomy. I don't know if that's what it's called. But they went to cleaning her colon, but there was nothing wrong with her colon. And whatever they did, it knocked her kidneys out of whack. And she had to go on dialysis. And my mother is on dialysis now. She's on 3 days of dialysis. And it has taken its toll. I look at it and I can see the frailty. And God keeps telling me, he said, it's not about what you see. It's about what you believe. And I just keep praying for her and keep praying for her. And I guess the enemy figured if he didn't just get me, he will go after my mother. But hello, y'all, my faith is still strong.